So today we are going to do headlight replacement on the 97 Honda Civic HX, which is an actual car. Yes, there is an HX model. There's not many of them left anymore, but anyhow, all right, let's see what we got. We have a lovely package here from our friends at BuyAutoParts. They were awesome enough to supply the headlights for this install. So let's take a look. One thing I want to do too is take note of when I'm looking at the new one, I can take note of where the mounting points are and see what it's going to take to put it in, because I have not even looked at a repair manual. So I see I got a mounting point here, here, fourth one over here. So we're gonna have to access, well, these two are very easy. The two side ones, those are gonna be a little more tricky. So, well, let's get started. All right, so first things first, I'm going to jack up the car, put it on jack stands, because I want to, I think I want to go ahead and just remove this bumper cover, because it will, well, it's not, maybe not entirely necessary. Well, it'll be a lot more convenient. So I'm going to take the cover off. It'll definitely be better for getting a good view on the camera. Oh man, I got a nice collection of something. Oh, Baskin Robbins, nice and moldy. That's awesome. Okay, and some big ass leaves, messing up my radiator. Oh, little fiberglass. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get this up on jack stand, move on to the next step. I'm gonna say first things first, and I'm gonna take these clips out on the top, which I don't know if there's a correct order to doing this, but I have noticed that plastic and rubber seem to like to move more freely when you get a little WD-40 on them. So I just douse them in that stuff, because I do want to be able to reuse these clips. And yeah, that came out nice and easy. So these clips, well, if you get the original ones from the dealer, they're not cheap, that's for sure. Whoa. Well, we'll find that one later. And just go one by one, taking them out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are like $3 each at the dealership. Damn it. They're dropping like flies, damn it. Okay. Let's get them all out. Probably should get a good old Ziploc and keep these safe, since I've already lost 1.5 clips here. Yeah, some of them just don't want to come out. There we go. But yeah, I think that WD-40 definitely helped. This came out pretty easily. Alright, so this section is free, and then we gotta free up some more stuff. So now I'm going to take out the little bolts underneath. They use a 10mm socket. That one's a little rusty, not too bad. Oh, look, there's the pieces I lost. See, I knew I'd find them later. This is why your stubby screwdriver is a handy tool to have. Don't have to waste time taking my wheel off to use a regular length screwdriver. That would be a total waste of time. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then our bumper cover should be ready to peel off. So I'm going to set this car back down so I can get a reference point for the aim of the headlights. here I'm at the point where I'm just trying to disconnect the headlight, and let's see if we can get a view here. So what I did is I unclipped the, you just pull this hose, also a situation where WD-40 can be helpful. Slip that hose out of that retainer clamp, and then you can lift the reservoir out. Here, let me just do it again so you can see. So yeah, you peel it back, you lift it up, and then you can just set it basically up on top of its support bracket, and then you can get in here. Let's see if we can get a decent view. And so I noticed that with these lights, because I replaced the bulbs before, that the connector is kind of feisty. You yank on it, it doesn't want to come off. So what I've done before, what I'll do now, is peel back. Probably can't see that too well, but peel back the rubber, and then inside the little retainer clip. So then if you push on the clip and then push it upward, then you'll actually disconnect, or you will release the bulb, and then carefully you can peel back the rubber boot. Gonna get that clip out of the way, and then you can pull the bulb back, if you can get the damn clip off. It's still on the bottom. There we go. It was hooked on the boot. So then there's my bulb, which I don't want to touch the glass of, but now I can get a grip on the metal and pull the connector out. Alright, so now we've freed the bulb, because you do have to transfer your bulbs on this. Whoops. Because they are not included with the new units. Another thing I should mention, if you look down in this little sight right here, you can see that there is actually a level device built into the headlight, and I checked, and there's also one in the new headlight. If you can see that, it's kind of difficult to see, but yeah, there's also one in there. So that's gonna help you make sure that your adjustment is correct when you go to install the new one. All right, so what I'm doing now is not necessarily the correct way. Actually, it's not. I'm actually just using what I call the trash can method, I guess, to line up the beam and just have a reference point so I can put the new headlight back in the same spot, so it's basically in a correct alignment. Going to turn the lights on. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, which is kind of a shortcut way, I don't recommend doing it this way, but if you're in a pinch, you can try it. I'm just kind of marking the outer edges of the beam and what looks like the center of the beam right there. So now I have seems to kind of be at a slant a little, but yeah, so I want to keep it within that same space there. So yeah, now I have a reference point, and I'm going to take out the headlight bulb, and then disconnect the bulb from the wire, I should say, and then I'm going to take out the assembly and replace it with a brand new shiny one. All right, gonna go ahead and take out the bolts with the 10mm socket. There's the one in the inner. Then we've got the one on the outer at the fender. Drop that one. Then we've got the two on the top here. Alright, and yeah, all those bolts are actually the same exact bolt, so it doesn't matter if you mix them up. In the front here, we have a bolt there, and a bolt here. And this is the bumper cover support, or retainer, or whatever you want to call it. So that's in the way of my headlight coming out. Alright, oops. Okay. So, set this bracket aside. I think we got enough room to get this thing out of here now. Okay, there we go. And then we can take out the little corner bulb. I wonder if I've ever replaced that. It's kind of old. Anyways, alright, now we can go for the new one. There's a little plastic cover here. Just gotta remove that for to put in the turn signal. There we go. We'll line that up. Oh, there we go. Now it's lined up. Okay. Then that rubber boot, I'm gonna set that aside. And while you're at it, you can pop the spring out. Get ready to put the bulb in. Man, is it gonna look so weird on my car? It's gonna be the shiny brand new thing on the body or on the outside. There we go. Okay, so I got it. Got the headlight bulb in place there. Put the retaining spring on it. Now we can put this back into place. So that dirt built up in there. Alright, so start the bolts in there. So I'm trying to position these the same way the original ones were, which it was pretty much flush with the radiator support there. And then I made a mark on the radiator support where this one lined up at. So I want to get it aligned as much as possible. Then, let's see, we have our, side mount. Don't want to go overboard when you're putting them back on. Okay, it's pretty close. Alright. So, we got it fastened down here. Now we'll test it out and see how well it's aligned. Alright, so we're going to put the rubber boot on with the drain down. So that just goes over the prongs, snaps into the housing. Well, sort of snaps, it's rubber, but let's make sure it's seated in there. There we go. Kind of just push around and feel that it's nice and straight now. So then I'll plug in the bulb. Alright. So now we can turn it on and see how we're doing. I'm looking at the beam. Looks like it's centered right here as opposed to here. So it's a little off, so we're gonna have to make some adjustment. Here's the outer edges of it. I just want to center it back on that point. And yeah, you could see it's putting out like a bigger, brighter beam. You can already tell it's improved over the original one. Alright, so right now I'm doing the adjustment, which is, of course, side to side, up and down. Right now I'm adjusting, let's see, is this in view? This outer screw, there's this one and there's this one. I'm adjusting this one to get the height right. So you're gonna see the beam go down, so it's even with that one. Alright, so you see that beam going down? Right now, to get it to drop, I've got it, I'm rotating this screw counterclockwise if you're looking at the back of the headlight. Oh, I think we're almost there. Oh, you can see we're lining up. It's looking pretty good. Okay. Don't want to blind the drivers in the oncoming traffic. Okay, so now I'm doing the other part of the alignment. The outward-inward alignment, or left to right, I guess you could say. So there's another adjuster right here, and I tried turning this gear, but it just slips on that gear. So I realized that there's a little spot here where you can get a screwdriver in, and you can just, it's kind of tedious, but one tooth at a time, you can turn this little gear. When you rotate it inward, like I'm doing, the beam also moves inward. So that's simple enough to figure out or to remember. Alright, so if you look at the beam here, you can see it's almost to the target. Getting real close. So I'm going to just keep working on that, and then we're going to move to the other side. So I have the passenger side headlight installed. Got the 4 bolts in place, got the lights plugged in, and I've got my light aimed at my garbage can target, which is pretty close. It just needs to go inward a little. So we're going to make the adjustments, and I'm just going to mention the maybe some pointers, I guess you could say, yeah, pointers, on how to do the adjustments more easily without too much headache. So on this inner one, you can reach in here, but it's so hard to get to that screw. You can't barely move your hand. So I unbolted the airbox and lifted it up. Now you got all this room to work. And so that adjustment I didn't mess with much because well, we got lucky and the height is about right off the bat. And so then on the inner adjustment that moves it right to left, you just, well, I already pulled it out, but you just need to take out the coolant reservoir tank. Well, guess you don't have to. Yeah, it helps to take it out. So pop that out of the way. And then there's this opening in the bracket that supports it, which is interesting. And it gives you access to get your screwdriver in there and turn the gear. So once again, I need to move the beam inward. So I am turning the gear inward, which in this case is counterclockwise. So just going to keep doing that till we get it centered, and then we'll be all done. Just put the bolt the airbox back down, put the reservoir back, don't forget to put your power steering reservoir back on the driver's side, and then of course the bumper cover goes on last, and then we're all done. Here's a shot of, if you can see down there, there's the adjuster, and the screwdriver goes through the opening in the bracket, and then you can just give it that little twist motion, turn the gear. So anyways, yeah, just wanted to close with a shot of these lovely new shiny headlights, and nice and crystal clear. And so don't want to forget to thank our friends at BuyAutoParts that hooked up these awesome headlights, and I look forward to enjoying them with a nice clear view of the road. They do sell all kinds of other stuff. Besides headlights, they sell things like alternators, radiators, brakes, oxygen sensors, starters, wheel hub and bearing assemblies, just to name a few items. So check them out, buyautoparts.com. Thank you.